Hi everybody, this is Bug-Ass Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive Infamous Iron Man figure. So before we take a look at Infamous Iron Man, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with two of these translucent pink lightning effects, supposed to be magic effects for Dr. Doom here, or Infamous Iron Man I should say. I want to keep calling him Dr. Doom. But these are done in a more stiff plastic than the previous ones, like the Magic and Storm and Thor. And I feel like these stay on the figure better. So let's go ahead and slip that on there. I know, I'm doing a horrible job with this. But there he is with those lightning effects. And they don't look too bad. I think since they're more of a stiff plastic, they'll stay on the arms better. Because the previous ones were, I mean, these are still pliable, but the previous ones were softer than these. So I think they'll stay on his arms or hands better. Stay on his arms better. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It comes with an alternate set of hands. Let's go ahead and switch these out. And they're the open hands. Nope, that's the wrong one. They're the open repulsor hands. And one thing that Hasbro has really been annoying me with is not giving these any articulation. They just swivel side to side. They don't have any up and down movement. And you know, that's very irritating. Getting this one on is a little hard. And that's another complaint I have, is no matter what you do, his cape will always fall off. He comes with these repulsor effects, and they're done in translucent pink as well. And looks really good. This one's a little warped, but you can just pour him into his hands like so. And there. So there he is with the repulsor effects on. And it doesn't look too bad. I still wish these hands had a swivel to them. That's pretty irritating that they don't, because let me show this here. If you're trying to pose him with these just normally, because I also, when these had articulation, I'd use them as like relaxed hands. So when you put his arms down, he's going to be doing that, and that just looks weird. I mean, if you have the repulsor effects on, it looks just fine. But yeah, let's go ahead and put the other hands back on here, since these are irritating. Like I said, I'm not sure why Hasbro started doing that. I think it started with the Black Panther wave Iron Man. And then they started doing it with all the Iron Mans to come. And that was really irritating. And for his last accessory, he comes with his alternate unhelmeted head. The Victor Von Doom head. And getting this on is very tricky. It's a very tight fit. So taking a look at this head sculpt, it is a brand new head sculpt, and it looks really good. It looks just like Victor Von Doom in the Infamous Iron Man comic. The hair sculpted really good, and it almost looks like it has a black wash over it, but I think it's just the light on it. But the hair sculpted really good. Looks like he has a little bit of extra paint right there on the side of his face. And the eyes came out clean. So yeah, this is a really good head sculpt. I really like that. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the other head sculpt. Which, if you have the helmet off, the one with the hood on it there, the cape will not stay on. The only way the cape stays on, which is just barely, is if you have the helmet on. And even then it still doesn't want to stay on, and that is very irritating. I wish they would have glued the cape down. So, taking a look at this head sculpt, at first I thought this was just a straight-up redo of the all-new, all-different Iron Man figure. Which, it is similar, but not the same. It's also new because this hood is all one piece, you can't take it off. It's ported into the head there. But it looks really good. I like how they filled all the lines in with black right there. It really brings all the details out on the head. And the hood has a texturing. All of his cape has a texturing, and I really like that. I love how that looks. Looks really good. And the rest of this figure is just a reuse of the all-new, all-different Iron Man figure. As you can see here, it's just painted differently. Now, I thought this was sculpted on, the lights in the chest here and the lines that go into the arc reactor right there. I thought it was sculpted in there, but it's not. It's just painted on there. It's like the decal from the factory. But, I mean, that looks really good because I really thought that was sculpted in there. And he's cast in this grayish silver collar with some touches of green here and there. Like you have the green lights right there in his fists. And you have some green right there on the thigh and under his knee and on his toes. I always thought that these, the feet on the new Iron Man armor kind of look like sandals. Kind of looks funny. So that's about all to go over with this figure because I did review this Iron Man figure before. It was a long time ago. Well, it was last year when I reviewed it. So it's been a while, but this is exactly the same. If you have this figure, you know this figure basically. But the articulation is a little different since he does have that annoying cape. So now let's go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can't look back at all. It can look down all the way, but then that's going to push his cape off. That's irritating. It can also move side to side. He has ball-jointed shoulders. With the cape on, his left can move out that far. And with the cape on, the right can only move out that far before you push it off of him. That's another reason I said they should glue it down. Because if you try to move his right arm at all, then it's going to just throw the cape off. I mean, basically anything you do with this figure is going to throw the cape off because the hood is supposed to be what keeps it on there, but it doesn't. He has swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbow, swivel at the wrist that can move side to side and up and down. Now if you have these hands on him, it just swivels side to side. Now on his right side here, you can just swivel the bicep barely. You can bend the elbow in all the way, and you can move the wrist, of course, but you can't move the shoulder. If you move it, even if you move it up, it's going to throw the cape off. He has an ab crunch that can move back all the way, can move down all the way, and he has swivel waist. Oh, I guess that was stuck. They didn't cut that in the factory. Huh, good thing I didn't break that on camera. That would have been really bad. But he has a swivel at the waist that can move side to side. He has ball-jointed hips that can move out that far. He can kick forward all the way. He can kick back just a little bit. He has swivel at the thigh, double-jointed knee, swivel at the ankle that can move down all the way, up all the way, and an ankle rocker. And as you can see, his cape fell off. And that is my big problem with this figure. I really like Infamous Iron Man. I loved the Infamous Iron Man comic, and I was really looking forward to this figure. And it is a good figure. It's just I'm going to glue the cape down because I don't want it to move all willy-nilly. And like I said, I'm not sure why they didn't just make the hood all one piece. Maybe that's what they should have done. Made the hood and the cape one piece, and it just sticks on the head there like Ronin's hood does. I think that would have been fine. But instead they did it in two separate pieces, and it's constantly wanting to fall off. So now let's do some size comparisons. Here he is, next to the all-new, all-different Iron Man figure. And he does stand a little bit taller than Infamous Iron Man. Just a tiny bit. Here he is next to the Thing. And they have a fight in issue 2, I think it is. So there he is next to the Thing. Here he is next to my Riri Williams custom from CW Customs. And let's see, she's a little bit top heavy. But there she is next to him. And finally, here he is next to the Ronin series Doctor Doom figure. And man, we really need a new Doctor Doom figure. I mean, this one's still good, but it would be nice to get an updated one. This one had some horrible sun fading to it, so I repainted it. That way the colors would be a little more bright. But yeah, there he is next to Doctor Doom. So, overall, I do like this figure. It is a good figure. I mean, it's basically just Iron Man repainted. But if the cape would have been glued down, or they would have found a way to integrate that better, I think it would have been a better figure. So I'm not saying it's bad by any means. The cape is just really irritating and infuriating to deal with. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.